Not cool, dude. Not cool. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 racist celebrity moments.
The National Enquirer reports that Hogan used racial slurs in audio secretly recorded.
For this list, we're taking a look at famous people that were caught saying or doing something ignorant or hateful regarding a racial group, ethnicity, or culture.
Dear Zendaya, I'm sorry I offended you and others. I was referring to a bohemian chic look, had nothing to do with race, and never would.
Keep in mind that the following list contains explicit language, so proceed with caution.
Kiss it. Huh? Apologize. Kiss it. You want me to kiss your... That's right, apologize.
Number 10, rice cakes, Rihanna.
I feel like you're the only reason for it.
In 2011, rapper Chris Brown started a relationship with actress-model Karrueche Tran. This news didn't sit well with his ex-girlfriend, singer Rihanna.
Don't act like you forgot. I called a shot.
Riri instigated a social media war in 2012 when she tweeted an Instagram picture of a bag of rice cakes wearing sunglasses and golden hoop earrings. This artistic statement was taken by the internet as a shot at Tran, who is of Vietnamese and Jamaican descent. Rihanna's insensitive post came complete with the caption, "I'ma make you my bitch," a lyric from her song Birthday Cake.
I'ma make you my bitch. Cake, 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 cake.
It may also be worth noting that Rihanna claims that she's, quote, sweeter than a rice cake in the Birthday Cake remix.
Sweeter than a rice cake, cake, breast, sip it, kill it, tip it, cake.
Considering that Chris Brown pled guilty to assaulting Rihanna in 2009, is this guy really worth fighting over?
Nobody's gonna say he needs help. Everybody's gonna say he's a monster without looking at the source. And I was more concerned about him.
Number 9, afraid of chainsaws, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber might live by the phrase never say never, but it's his use of another N-word that raised the ire of many. Then, just 15, the Canadian singer made an offensive joke on camera, asking,
"Why are black people afraid of chainsaws?"
Don't even say it. Don't say it.
When this video surfaced 5 years later, the punchline shocked believers everywhere. Shortly after that, another video came out in which a 14-year-old Bieber performed a racially insensitive version of his song, One Less Lonely Girl.
Gonna be one less nigga. If I kill you, I'll be part of the KKK. There'll be one less lonely nigga.
Bieber would apologize for both videos, claiming that he didn't understand the power of these hateful words at the time.
Now that these mistakes from the past have become public, I need to apologize again to all those I have offended. I am very sorry.
Number 8, a racist, to a point, Hulk Hogan.
Well, you know, Big Snoop, you know better than anybody. What's this brother smoking over here?
Being a professional wrestler, Hulk Hogan is no stranger to trash talk. But rather than build any pre-match hype, this rant from the Hulkster resulted in his all but being erased from WWE history.
You eventually had sexual relations with Mr. Blair?
Yes.
In 2006, a sex tape featuring Hogan was recorded.
I mean, I'd rather, if she was going to some I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot-tall worth $100 million.
On said tape, the wrestling icon delivered a racist rant about his daughter and her relationship with a black man. In addition to using the N-word multiple times, Hogan confessed that he was, quote, a racist, to a point.
I mean, I am a racist to a point. But then, when it comes to nice people and whatever.
The National Enquirer and Radar Online exposed this racist tirade in 2015. The WWE subsequently fired Hogan, although Hogan's people claim that he resigned.
Oh my gosh, please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm a nice guy. It's not, not the Hulk Hogan that rips the shirt off and bang, bang, bang slams giants.
Hogan has since apologized, asserting what was heard on the tape was, quote, inconsistent with his own beliefs. But for now, his career and public image seem to be down for the count.
Oh my gosh, it was devastating. It destroyed me. I mean, I don't know how to say it other than that.
Number 7. Who will clean your toilets? Kelly Osbourne.
Do you know how many bars of soap have been in my mouth that I can't even taste it anymore? For real?
Acting as a guest co-host on The View, Kelly Osbourne attempted to take a shot at Donald Trump. Osbourne's misfire, however, resulted in serious collateral damage.
It's a very, very sad situation, and hopefully it can be healed.
Discussing Trump's views concerning illegal Mexican immigration, Osbourne asked who Trump thought would clean his toilets if he kicked out every Latino from the USA.
If you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
As co-host Rosie Perez pointed out, though, Latinos aren't the only people who clean toilets.
But Latinos are not only the only people. I didn't mean it like that. Come on.
Osbourne attempted to put her comment into perspective, but it was too late. The internet had already made up its mind, with the hashtag Querida Kelly Osbourne blowing up on Twitter. The former Fashion Police panelist regretted her poor choice of words, saying, quote, "I'd hate me too."
I'm okay with people calling me whatever they want to call me. However, I'm not okay that I hurt people's feelings.
Number 6. Zendaya's dreadlocks. Juliana Rancic.
Is it safe to say that anyone can make a mistake on live television? Is it safe to say that anyone can make a mistake?
I cannot comment.
A few months before her own racist slip-up, Kelly Osbourne announced her departure from Fashion Police, a decision made, ironically, because of a racist statement by fellow co-host Juliana Rancic.
As a result of this, I'm seriously questioning staying on the show.
On the Oscar edition of Fashion Police, Rancic landed herself in hot water when she targeted singer-actress Zendaya.
She's such a tiny frame that this hair to me overwhelms her. Like, I feel like she smells like patchouli oil. Or weed.
Commenting on the young star's dreadlocks, Rancic suggested that the teen smelled like patchouli oil or weed. Zendaya responded to Rancic on Twitter, calling her words, quote, outrageously offensive. Rancic admitted that she'd crossed a line on E! News.
I want to say to Zendaya and anyone else out there that I have hurt that I am so sincerely sorry.
But she's lucky because Zendaya decided to let bygones be bygones, accepting Rancic's apology via Instagram. Number 5. Making America Great Again, Donald Trump.
I am the least racist person.
To say Donald Trump is a politically incorrect figure would be an understatement. Throughout his U.S. presidential campaign in 2016, the Republican nominee made his stance on border security and immigration abundantly clear.
I will suspend immigration from areas of the world where there is a proven history of terrorism against the United States.
In fact, Trump entered the race accusing Mexico of shipping drugs, crime, and rapists into America.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
While Trump asserts that some illegal immigrants are, quote, good people, he's also claimed that the Mexican government is sending, quote, the bad ones over because they don't want to pay for them.
We're going to build a wall. It's going to be a real wall. It's going to be a wall that's powerful and that people aren't going to be going under or up or around or anything else. It's going to be a real wall.
Trump has said so many racially dubious things during his campaign that they could be, and are, a list themselves.
Are you a bigot? Not at all. Probably the least of anybody you've ever met.
Number 4. The phone call heard round the world. Mel Gibson.
Our first presenter is beautiful, talented, and Jewish, apparently. Mel Gibson told me that. He's obsessed.
Between his homophobic statements during a 1991 newspaper interview and his anti-Semitic comments during a 2006 DUI arrest, Mel Gibson showed the world his true colors.
The Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world. Are those anti-Semitic words?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds horrible.
But following an incredibly hostile phone conversation in 2010, the former Hollywood giant destroyed whatever little goodwill he had left. Speaking with his former lover, Oksana Grigorieva, Gibson unleashed a tidal wave of hate-filled stupidity.
You look like a bitch on heat, and if you get raped by a pack of it'll be your fault.
An audio recording of this outburst was soon released, exposing Gibson's racist tendencies, not to mention misogyny.
You are provocatively dressed all the time with your fake boobs you feel you have to show off in tight outfits and tight pants instead of you see your pussy from behind.
Many would argue that this scandal was the final nail in the coffin, killing Gibson's once highly bankable career, seemingly for good. 3, a personal foul, Donald Sterling.
You know, it's one thing to say something that's controversial, but it's another thing to say something that's very repugnant.
During his time as owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, Donald Sterling faced his fair share of discrimination lawsuits. But the NBA cut all ties with Sterling in 2014 after an offensive private recording was made public.
You're broadcasting.
I'm not broadcasting anything.
Taking pictures with minorities. Why?
Sterling wasn't pleased after his friend V. Stiviano took a picture with basketball superstar Magic Johnson and posted it on Instagram.
How about your whole life? Every day. You could do whatever you want. You could sleep with him, you could bring him in, you could do whatever you want. The little I ask you is not to promote it on that and not to bring him to my games.
He condemned Stiviano for associating with, quote, black people, asking her not to bring them to his games. It was eventually confirmed that the man on this recording was Sterling, resulting in a lifetime ban from the NBA and a $2.5 million fine.
Effective immediately, I am banning Mr. Sterling for life from any association with the Clippers organization or the NBA.
Sterling continues to assert that he's not a racist, but in light of his opinions on African Americans, it's difficult, if not impossible, to believe him.
I think Mr. Sterling's from a different generation than I am. I think he was brought up to believe those things.
What things?
Segregation, whites and blacks, minorities.
Number 2, butter and bigotry, Paula Deen.
It's getting real gummy, y'all, with all that cheese.
In 2013, this Southern celebrity chef found herself at the center of a racial discrimination lawsuit. She was accused of making racial slurs about African Americans in front of her employees and proposing a wedding with a, quote, true Southern plantation-style theme.
I have a young man in my life, and his name is Hollis Johnson, and he's black as that board.
Although the case was dismissed, Paula Deen confessed that she had used the N-word in the past. In response, Deen was fired from the Food Network and lost various lucrative endorsement deals.
Would you have fired you?
Would I have fired me? Knowing me? No.
Just when it looked like Deen couldn't possibly cook up any more trouble, she posted a picture of her son in brown face on Twitter. Deen has begged for forgiveness time after time, but all of her apologies failed to please anyone.
If there's anyone out there that has never said something that they wish they could take back, if you're out there, please pick up that stone and throw it so hard in my head that it kills me.
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
Oh, some rough girls from Rutgers, man. They got tattoos and some hardcore hoes. That's some nappy-headed hoes there, I'm going to tell you that now.
Number 1, stand-up meltdown, Michael Richards.
You can't eat that. You should take that back.
I'm not taking it back.
All right, I'll take it back. I'm going by there.
I don't care about
Jerry,
it.
you should care. Cantaloupe like this should be taken out of circulation.
All right.
For years, Michael Richards was best known for playing the lovable Cosmo Kramer on Seinfeld. Following a racial outburst at the Laugh Factory in 2006, however, Richards forever diminished his delightfully quirky image. After being heckled by some African-American members of the audience, the comedian lost his cool and dropped the N-word multiple times.
He's a nigger! He's a nigger! He's a nigger!
Richards did publicly apologize for his actions on The Late Show with David Letterman and sought out various civil rights leaders for forgiveness.
Said some pretty nasty things to some Afro-Americans, a lot of trash talk, and
Stop laughing. It's not funny.
He even poked fun at himself and the incident when the Seinfeld cast reunited on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
If only there were a horrible name that I could call you that would make you as angry as I am.
Yet this racist slip continues to haunt Richards, who has seemingly left stand-up behind for good.
I made a mistake too. I was trying to be funny. I got frustrated and thought I would get some shock laughs. I'm just not that good of a comedian, if you want to know the real truth.
Do you agree with our list? What racist celebrity moment shocked you the most?
One less lonely nigga.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
All right, I'd like to solve the puzzle. N***ers.